Sunday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Jones. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Browns at 8-2 on the
resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing, Jones. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Off the bootleg, Jones. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. York able to send this one through.
And that will make it 6-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Allen. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Allen. The quick slant caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
These are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen, nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And the Browns are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Jones. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now Jones on 1st and 10. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And incomplete on the deep ball.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 18. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd and 9, Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st down, Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
This will be fielded at the 17. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Allen now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Now they send a man in motion right. Now receiver in motion left. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Jones throwing for it. And he's got it. So they decide to still go for it even after the 5-yard penalty. And they convert. And that one was made so tough by the penalty, pushing them back to the 7. They still got it done, though.
Yeah, and the big surprise is that the extra point unit doesn't run out there with the kicker. Okay, you move it back to the 7. But they feel like they needed to have it, and they feel like they had a good play call, and they were successful.
And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns drive about to get started. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Play action, Allen. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 40 now on second down. Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. And the tight end goes in motion left. They go with Chubb on second down. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Jones on 3rd and 2. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. 56. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs from 3 yards out. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Now Jones. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing Jones.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bills' 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. And his throw here's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on first down, Jones. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Chubb on the counter. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
50 yards on the ground for him so far.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Got a man. It's Schwartz complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 54 yards. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Allen off the play fake. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Allen to throw once more. Little pitch and catch to the tight end Knox. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Allen. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Jones now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd and 10, Jones.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku. 72 yards. And the Browns are back within a score.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock defensively. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll give it to Chubb. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defense,
and that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Grant Delpit, and the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of those overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Jones to throw.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand. Here's Allen.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Throwing is Allen.
And that is incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the ball.